Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I have some empties to share with you today. I have a couple candles and then various wax, Scentsy and vendor and some retail. So let's see how we go on time, and I may need to do part of it in a separate video because this phone is somewhat unforgiving. At 22 minutes, that's about it. It gives me the old heave-ho. So I hope everybody's doing well and you had a good Christmas or however you celebrate. So I'm going to start with these candles today. I have two Kringle candles to share with you, and the first one is one of my favorites. This is Juniper and Laurel, and it's just a gorgeous soy formulation. It is the 2-wick tall or large candle, and this is a soft evergreen. Juniper can be so biting, and here it's not. You have the essence of the juniper without that harshness, and then the laurel leaves on top. It is just a lovely, lovely fragrance. So this burned so beautifully until right at the end, and when it got down to the finish, it did get sooty. It burned down to the wick clips. You can't see those. I had to go to the store and it wasn't quite finished, but the wick clips were exposed. And when I came back, I didn't want to light anymore. It did get sooty at the finish. It got very hot. I did trim the wicks. I know Michael Kittredge said you don't have to trim the wicks, but I found I did not get soot until the end, as long as I trimmed the wicks. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm very pleased with the burn on these. You know that I am not one to go with a candle. I'll put it happily under the lamp if it's sooting. So this just happened at the end, and that's okay. That's okay. I thoroughly enjoyed that fragrance. The other candle here is called Winter Road. And by the way, the labels in general from Kringle, these matte labels on the large candles they're just the aesthetic is so, it's old fashioned and beautiful. And, I guess I'm old fashioned in some respects. And then this beautiful, and as the flames go down, this looks a lot like where we live in Ohio. There's kind of rolling hills and fir trees, and we live out in the country. So that's very nostalgic for me. I wish we had more snow right now. It's quite warm. And then the snowflakes on the back. This is not a wraparound label. These are imprinted on here. So, yeah, it's just lovely. With the flickering flames, gorgeousness. So this is essentially eucalyptus mint. And this was the strongest candle in the history of the world. This was so massively strong. So much so that I had to take it into the garage. I often practice guitar in the garage because the acoustics are nice in there. This was still massively strong in the garage. It is a really strong candle. Beautiful scent. But wow, I mean, it was like 20 out of 10 in the house. So, and a good 10 out of 10 still in the garage. So if you like eucalyptus mint, this one is for you. And that's Winter Road. These labels, my goodness. This is a Parasoy. These, the holiday set were Parasoy. Still burned well. A little bit of soot, but not anything like a lot of other candles. Okay, Scentsy, I have been focusing on bricks, and I finished 3 bricks, which is unheard of. So the first is, these are all from the holiday bricks of this year of 2021. So first was spiced eggnog. This is a beautiful creamy eggnog with a rum note, and what else? Clove, I'm trying to think. Yes, ground clove, buttered rum, creamy eggnog. I love this. Very authentic. Great strength and throw. The way I melt these is I use 2 Yankee centerpieces at kind of distant points in the house, and I put a whole large cube in each. And I get great strength and throw that way. So it's about 8 to a 9, and scent appeal about a 9 for me. Very creamy, not overly spicy, and not boozy, but you do get the rum essence. So that's spiced eggnog. Next up was vanilla, cinnamon, maple, and that's just like it sounds. The maple is not like a breakfast syrup. It's more of kind of like the sap. So, and it is not the dominant note, but it's present. Cinnamon is like a baking cinnamon, so not overpowering, and the vanilla is very creamy. I love this. I am not a maple fan, and yet I love this one. So similarly, this is gone. Now, in all transparency, I did not melt all of these myself. I used almost all of these for samples, and I had, I believe, a row left of each one. So I'm only able to brag about one row of my own use. But at least I'm getting through these because I don't like these bricks piling up. It just makes me a little anxious. Pink Poinsettia, this one I really ended up liking. And in the beginning, I liked it, but I was a little more indifferent toward it. It was, you know, a fruity blend. To me, a poinsettia does not have a particular scent. So I don't know that this really evokes the flower. It's more of a dark, fruity blend. I'm trying to think what's in this. Plum, pomegranate, plum, blackberry, and pomegranate. So you have the dark red fruits. But I really like this. After it had sat around for about a month, this last melting, I really enjoyed this. And it was a little light on the first melting, but it did great on the second melting. It had about a 7 to an 8 strength and throw, which is fine. I'm happy with that. And I really enjoyed it. It was a maybe 9 to a 10 scent appeal for me. So I would rebuy that one. I'm kind of surprised to say that because I wasn't overwhelmed with it in the beginning. Really liked it. And this, dear friends, from last year, this is a favorite of mine, this Marshmallow Mint Cocoa. This is that dreamy, cloud-like marshmallow mint. Oh, it's so fresh and beautiful. And then the cocoa is like a powdery, steaming cup of hot cocoa. So beautiful. Beautiful strength and throw. I love this. I have a lot of this one. I had another one that I went through last year or earlier this year. So I still have 2 rows, and I'm going to take my time because this is all I have of this. This is it. I'm down to the last 2 rows of my brick. Okay, and also from Scentsy, I worked on maraschino sugar cookie. So this is the notorious scent that was in the December whiff box. You can only get it in the December whiff box. And by the way, I'm not sure if it's sold out. I heard rumors that it was sold out now, so I can't confirm that. But it isn't able to be put in a club. It's not going to be on our catalog at all. So I guess this was the kind of the mystery melt for December. And it'll probably be coveted because of its scarcity, but it is beautiful. Maraschino, just like it sounds, the nice sweet candied cherry, and then a crumbly sugar cookie. The bakery is stronger to me than the cherry, which is great because cherry can be kind of overpowering. Really nice blend. I like this a lot, and I did buy a second whiff box so that I could have another bar of this. I also wanted another Bitty Buddy, so don't tell. Beautiful. So I have 4 more cubes of this one, and I have another bar, so I'm going to use it sparingly. Okay, from Vendor Wax, I have, well, this isn't Vendor Wax, but this was the candle from Kringle, the beautiful stained glass Paris Soy Holiday Silent Night, which was just the most beautiful candle. And of course, that's the one that came smashed. It was sold out. I couldn't get another one. So I made wax bars out of it. Now, to be quite honest, this was not my favorite, but I've only melted it once. So you should always melt something twice before you make a decision about it. It's a bayberry scent, essentially. And I don't know, it was just a little bitter to me. So it was creamy. It was strong. Great strength and throw. Just not my favorite scent. So I will give it another whirl and see how I feel about it. So that's Kringle Silent Night. Okay, Vendor Wax. So from Destination Wax, I have a few. First, this was a sample in Ocean. Oh, this was so lovely. I love oceanic scents. So this is Salty Ocean Breeze with Ozone, and it says a great blender. This was just so fresh and beautiful. 10 on scent appeal, 9 on strength and throw. What I liked about this is it was very fresh and oceanic, a bit salty without being salty sea air, which can be just too strong for me. So this was gorgeous. That was Ocean. Sugar cane and mint, just like it sounds. This is a mix of peppermint and spearmint, and then sugar crystals. This was really strong, so 10 out of 10, and I loved every minute of it. Beautiful. Not a candied mint, just a very sweet mint leaf. Okay, then we had, oh, this one, toasted marshmallow and spearmint. So I would crawl through hot oil for this one. This is like you just took a marshmallow sticky off the stick that you've had in your campfire, and then you have spearmint leaves that are mold, and you put that together. This is the most gorgeous. This lasts forever and a day, and I will buy it over and over. So not blazing embers, but a toasted marshmallow, and then a natural spearmint. Gorgeous. I think I have one more one more destination wax. This was vanilla balsam, like the BBW type. So the creamy, almost ice cream like vanilla, and then the beautiful evergreen balsam. I love this so much. It's one of those I just want to go on forever. Great. I didn't put strength and throw, but I could smell this everywhere in the house, and 10 for scent appeal. So her holiday scents, Rebecca, I did not know this till I got this wrongful shipment this year that Rebecca insisted I keep, and I ended up buying all those scents over again. Her holiday scents are top drawer. Another vendor that I have been enjoying so much, the holiday scents, is of course Empire Alchemy. You know how I feel about Anna. So I had a couple different samplers from her. And let me just go quickly through these. The Cozy Bakery, this was a gingerbread cake, vanilla bean Noel, cupcakes at Tiffany's, vanilla ice cream, and cloves. I enjoyed this. It was not my favorite, just the gingerbread. For me, it wasn't my scent preference of the ginger. I like kind of a sharper gingerbread, but it was beautifully blended. Merry Christmas. Oh, I love this. Peppermint fluff, wild Madagascar vanilla, papaya fruit, and sweet mint. Now, who would put papaya, mint, and peppermint together? So Anna does things you just would never suspect. This was beautiful, very different. That papaya just gave it that little fruity kick. Gorgeous. Okay, Tidings of Comfort. Oh, I like this one. Vanilla spice, pine branches, smoky oak leaves, apple cider, a hint of whiskey, and dried apple slices. This was so beautiful. So, you have kind of a woody appleness, but then that whiskey was not boozy, but its essence was there. That was gorgeous. That was Tidings of Comfort. Next up was Mermaid Tears. Now, this one was beautifully blended, but not my favorite because, whoa, as the day proceeded, the salty sea air just became so strong, so massively strong. And I eventually had to turn it off after about 8 hours. Beautiful strength and show and longevity. Just the salty sea air was a bit strong for me. Rosemary mint, twisted peppermint, salty sea air, and VBN. So that's Mermaid Tears. Winter Warmth. Oh, I like this one. Buttermints, cardamom, Danish butter cookies, and vanilla cream. Now, I don't think I've ever had buttermint and cardamom together, and what a gorgeous combination. So again, this is what I really treasure about Empire Alchemy, the combinations that she puts together. Gorgeous. So that was Winter Warmth. And then we have Vintage Christmas, and this one was just wonderful. Warm vanilla, chestnuts, brown sugar, oak wood, and frankincense. So I love frankincense, and with the chestnuts, I just wanted to weep. This was so beautiful. It was gorgeous. So Vintage Christmas, I would need this in a loaf next year. That was beautiful. So I didn't realize also her winter scents were so great. Here's another one. Farmhouse Chai. Yep, cinnamon, chai, spices, autumn leaves, and dried figs. Gorgeous, just like it sounds. It was a true chai, and then with the fig, giving it that earthiness. Oh, it's nice. This one, what is this? Okay, I had a Homeworks, one of the tall trees. I ended up putting that in the freezer and making wax bars out of it, and that's frozen balsam. And I just did that because I enjoy using the wax bars. So I'm going to burn the other one and have wax bars from this one. There I had 2 tall trees, both in frozen balsam. This was just like it sounds, beautiful. Creamy, icy, smooth balsam. Lovely. Okay, then, so I just did bring back my bar samples from Scentsy, and I melted a sample that I had made of sugar. I had never smelled sugar before, if you can imagine. So I think this is the one, lemon drops and cotton candy. Oh, it's really nice. I enjoyed that. It's a very pink and girly, And yeah, I like that. I'm going to get another bar of that. Then, oh, today, so I got the Zape coffee sampler, and I started it. It's just one day out of arriving in the mail, and this was the one with apple cinnamon donut and whipped cream and espresso, called Central Perk. Gorgeous. So she just poured these 2 weeks ago, and wow, really strong. Filled my house. Loving every minute. It's like a Macintosh apple and coffee, and then in the background you have a cake donut and vanilla. Beautiful. Ashley's coffee sampler. If it's available now, go get it. Here we also have Blueberry Rush, which was a Bring Back My Bar sample. I enjoyed that as well. I think this has pomegranate. Don't have the scent notes right in front of me. Various berries, and I think it also has pomegranate. So a very fruity, deep blend, and I like that. I can't say that through a mile, but it was a beautiful scent, so I will get another bar of that. Blueberry Rush. Then I have 2 from the Bathing Garden, and then I may be able to do my Kringle. Okay, so ginger orange peppercorn, just like it sounds. I buy this every year. I have 1 bar left of this. This is so gorgeous because it's a real fresh ginger, and then you get that little bit biting peppercorn. Oh, it's just beautiful. The orange is a real true orange. Love every second of that. Great strength and throw. Winter Palace. So this is an annual favorite at Christmas. This is one of her classic Christmas scents from Shannon for the Bathing Garden. This is many things. French lavender, winter berries, vanilla, pomegranate, strawberry, icy peppermint, tea, and pink sugar. So you have that lavender and pink sugar. You can think of that being like one of those sleepy time blends, and then all the berries and the icy peppermint. This is just gorgeous, and I will buy this every single year until I die. It's just beautiful. So that's Winter Palace. All right, so I'm going to go through my Kringle Empties. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. I don't have a ton here, but I will go through these. And if you are signing off at this point, thank you for listening to this so far. Okay, in wax melts we have Aurum and Evergreen. Aurum is like a grapefruit note, and then the Evergreen. Oh, so. I'm really unforgiving today. So Aurum and Evergreen, I had to pause there for a second. This is the grapefruit and evergreen, and this is just beautiful. This is probably the 3rd or 4th one of these I have melted. I get great strength and throw from these melts. I believe these are paraffin. Juniper and laurel, same as the candle I described earlier. I get great strength and throw. The scent is identical in the soy and in the paraffin formulas, and I got great strength and throw from the paraffin as well. Here's another Aurum and Evergreen, the grapefruit and evergreen. Love that. Peppermint Twist country candle, which is colored wax as compared to Kringle, which is always white wax. This is great, marshmallow and peppermint. Beautiful. This was not as sweet as some, and I really enjoyed it. Then I have a few of these daylight candles. So these are 1.5 ounces, and they are a candle, but I put them in a hot plate, and they throw beautifully. And I just enjoy these. It's a nice way to get to know the scents. From Country Candle, Christmas is here. So this is tangerine, citron, lavender, classic rose, eucalyptus, balsam fir. Primarily here I got the lavender and the balsam fir together. Really like this. I gave it a 10-cent appeal. So tangerine, lavender, and balsam fir is different. Definitely beautiful. And I have ordered a candle in this. So that's Christmas is here. Oh, I'm on 20 minutes. Tinsel Time. Oh, this is all sorts of gorgeous. So very fresh. I don't have the scent notes. A little bit of citrus and fir. Beautiful. I got a candle in that as well. Pine and pomelo. So I had great hopes for this. This one was really light, which surprises me because usually these candles are really strong. So, I wanted this to be strong. This is pine, spice, allspice. Lovely, but so light. So yeah, that one didn't throw. I'm sorry, but most of these do great. Fresh aspen snow. Yeah, this one, let's see, I don't remember. This was also light. I only got a 2 strength and throw. Crisp snowfall. I can't read that. Fresh morning air, fir barberry. Beautiful scent, but it just didn't throw. So I don't know if it was recently poured. Oh, it's nice. It's like a bit ozonic and very fresh, but and then fresh mint. We should have a moment of silence for the perfection of this scent. This was actually a wax melt. This pops out, and then you can use it just like any other wax melt. This is a combination of various mint leaves, and it is just. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Oh, it is eucalyptus in it as well, but the eucalyptus does not dominate for once in its life. This is more about the mint, the mulled mint leaves, a touch of eucalyptus. This thing will last for days, and I love every minute of it. And that is all. Thank you so much for listening to all this. I look forward to hearing everybody else's empties. And if we don't talk before the new year, I hope everyone has a beautiful new year. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, hug your families. Bye for now.